Hi there, I've decided to create a quick video regarding a blog post I recently put on the blog, the Boomerang Scalp Trader post, and I'm going to show you how we can basically go about setting this up, and how it looks, and how really easy it is to get it initiated on the chart. So the first step is to open up Quant Sports, which basically allows the bridge between NinjaTrader and Betfair. I'm going to log in. You can see the events loading here. So we go horse racing today's card. The time is coming up to 10:02, so I'm going to open up the 5+4 link field, and I've got to map all of those horses into the NinjaTrader instrument file. Next step is just to open up NinjaTrader 6.5. A couple of the fixes that were available as a result of the new patch and version, we corrected the volumes, so now the volumes display correctly. But we will be looking to make more improvements in the future. Anyway, so now that's done, we simply go File Connect. We connect to the external data feed, which is Quant Sports, and we go into Chart, and we find link field. Today is the 7th of July. The actual race is the 405. I'm going to open up the favourite, which is Just Like Silk. I'm going to start that on a tick chart just so I can show you the data, and the chart template is going to be Boomerang, as you saw earlier. So next thing we do is go on Quant Sports, and to avoid unnecessary data calling, which can result in charges, we've added an enable column here, and when an event is ticked in the enable column, the data will start calling. So if we click Just Like Silk, that's clicked, and you'll now see the data start calling into NinjaTrader here. Now what we can also do is at the same time open up software such as a Geek's Toy, so we can watch the markets side by side, maybe a ladder, so we can really execute our orders as quickly as possible. Now as you can see here, the red and the blue arrows, ignore them briefly actually, I'll just take that off because this is a one tick chart, and trading obviously a system like this on a one tick chart, this is refreshing 2 times a second, it has the potential to cause some problems just because the markets are so quick, and it'd probably be better suited to maybe a 5 or 10 second chart, which I'll put on in a minute. But as you can see here, you can see the volumes being called, and the two main indicators that come as part of the Boomerang system, the Boomerang bias bars and the Boomerang force index, are appearing as such here. So the important thing here is to be collecting data so the system has something to work with. And whilst that's happening, I can, for example, easily just put the chart anywhere I want, resize it, carries on loading the data. I can open up a Geek's Toy, and there's the toy that's loaded up. And very simply, we can now just find the market, which is the link field 405. And now we can arrange them so that they're side by side, and we can actually map as many horses in this race as we want, but I've just decided to do one at the moment just because I won't be trading this. I'm not very good at multitasking, so trading and trying to do a demonstration video at the same time I can't really see as very profitable. So I'll swap over the chart now, and also I can demonstrate here some of the charting advantages of the new version. So for example, if we wanted to run the system to Boomerang Scalp Trader on, say, a volume chart of 1000, obviously the market it's coming up to 10 minutes before the race now, so the market isn't particularly liquid. You can monitor that here, you can see the data coming, and basically what this chart is a volumes chart, as it says, and for each interval of volumes, so 100, 1000, whatever, the chart will plot an interval, will plot in this case a candlestick, but you can also see it line on close, high low, and open high, low and close. and I'll come back to that when the chart has some more data on it. But for the meantime, I'll just start opening the system on a 5-second chart, which is probably well, it obviously depends how you're trading, but it's probably the chart I use the most, a 5 or 3-second chart. Depends on the sort of market. One of the great things that comes with the Boomerang Scalp Trader is a very in-depth manual, but especially for the Betfair markets, one of the things you'll notice is how choppy they are, which is why there are a lot of scalpers in the market. And so as we scroll through this, as we come up to 10 minutes before the race now, you can see it just says, like, for example, avoiding choppy periods. And what to look out for there, a couple of indicators. And this, the same principles are very applicable to any pre-sporting event, especially pre-race trading. Okay, so now the setup's done, I'll show you also we can actually set the same with any indicator with its chance buy and sell signals, which I'll just alter here. We can set up for alerts to signal us. So for example, if a trade is placed, an alert pops up, which could be great, for example, if you're doing a 1-minute chart and you want to trade the whole day. So for example, in the morning, you might be able to identify a price-wise selection. So they're always quite liquid and are generally have good price swings. And you might want to put it on a 1-minute chart with this analysis. And to avoid having to sit at your computer all the time, you could set one of the alerts so it makes an audio and visual alert with a pop-up. And you can change these here. I've got them turned off because obviously at the moment I would be getting a signal, every 20-30 seconds, which could get a little frustrating, especially because we're watching it live. But that's just one of the ideas that we can do. And there are also lots of other indicators available on the Indicator Warehouse website. In particular, some of the volume indicators. So you can call for a signal to alert you should a certain volume from the standard deviation of volumes arise, which can be very useful to identify, maybe when some of the big punters are coming into the market.